Tell me what you think of this poem. Is it good enough? Is there anything I should add or take away from it? It says, in the day and in the night, never seen by brilliant light, through the months and through the years, always smiling, but with hidden tears. Many times he almost failed, but in the end his courage prevailed. Seldom are his expressions of pain, and always disguised by falling rain. A man does not cry, his father told. A man should be strong, fierce, and bold. Only women are allowed to weep. A man's emotions inside he must keep. And so his heart he buries and hides, for silent tears are filled with pride. Just a wonderful treasure of human experience. Suffering, but also prevailing, coming from the beauty of their countries, coming to America for freedom.
I believe you should be able to always dream dreams for children and then work to make those dreams come true. For our children, because of some of their lives, they need to be able to express beauty. They need to be able to express themselves in times of joy or sorrow. I'm thinking of one particular child that was brought to us. He was expelled from another school, and somebody said, "Would you take him?" And he gave trouble in the classroom, but we found out when he went to art class, he was an absolute angel. He lived in a very terrible neighborhood, but his art was absolutely beautiful. It was parrots and trees and birds, everything totally foreign to the atmosphere that he lived in. So he had a world of imagination which brought him out of himself. And when he saw that everybody appreciated the artwork that he did, he became a new child.
Art touches the soul. It can put something of beauty inside a person that hasn't had that there before. Children who suffer things that maybe we could never imagine can be somewhere else when they put something on a paper that's beautiful. They have a life inside that artwork that maybe they don't experience outside, but they have it here. I guess we can close this door and I'll show them to you. Many times when I would say to them, draw a picture of your home. Look at these are two different countries. This young girl is from Africa, from Eritrea. And when she drew the picture of home, she shows herself sitting under a tree and planes going over and dropping bombs on the homes. And her question is, why? This young boy, instead of drawing, he wrote. And he wrote about his 3 days across the ocean to freedom. And that's his picture sitting in his desk in 8th grade. And he talked about pirates and everything that happened to him. And his parents hadn't escaped with him. And at the end of this, he put, "I think I have a hard life because I do not have mother and father." He had escaped with his brother, his older brother, and his wife and children. And you know, this young man died of a heart attack when he was in 2nd year of college at Temple University, and I always thought he died of a broken heart. War is such an experience, I guess, for so many people that we forget to realize. We had an 8th grade boy who had lived through the killing fields in Cambodia. Pol Pot's regime, he and his family, and they had escaped. They had never been in a school, So they didn't know how to write or to draw or to paint. And what they put on paper was incredible. The stories of the torture and the bodies that they had seen. He won a contest and we went to Harrisburg, to the Capitol, for him to receive the prize from the governor. And we walked down to the Susquehanna River and it was so beautiful, springtime. And he was quiet and he said, "This is like the river." And he said, "This is where the bodies would float by." And yet he was able, I think, to get a lot of that terror out of himself when they can paint something or draw something. And it doesn't dismiss what their life is, what they experience, but it places something in that, within that frame, that is beautiful and calming and is real, because it doesn't go away, it stays there. And they've created this spot of beauty that's just theirs alone sometimes.
But wait till you see what's up here, Jason. Come on out. If you come up here at sunset, over here, when all of those buildings are orange with the sun on all of that glass, it's fantastic. It's a beautiful, beautiful sight. The beauty of the world is it lifts up the hearts, even of those that don't have much. Some people tell us that we shouldn't work this hard, that these children are very poor and anything we do would be more than they have, so we should just be content for doing a little bit. But we don't. We go for the gold. We dream dreams for our children all the time. Every child, no matter what their home looks like, they have potential. And if you believe that and dream for it, it happens.